Gamers, what's going on? I wanted to have a little chat. So the other day, I ended up playing the new maps, had a good time. I think they're a good addition to the game. Overall, I really enjoyed 2 out of 3 of them, really enjoyed them. Dissonance, I'm not sure I love Dissonance. This map as well was a little congested. I think the Cyrus Plaza or whatever it is the best one. This one was maybe second best. And then the other one, this one here, I didn't love it, but I also think it might have been just the team I was playing was kind of annoying, and my team was just not helping. You know, I was having a real hard time, just functioning. But I think all of them are decent, and I hope that they play well long term in 6v6 and even in trials. I'd love to see them, in trials just to see the different routes that people take. But it was a pretty good time. So I just wanted to start the video with that and say that. Pretty cool. But I wanted to have a little chat about me. About me, because I'm a narcissist. No, honestly, I wanted to have a chat on this channel because I know a lot of the people that watch this are Destiny people. And whether you play or you don't play, a lot of the people who are interested in Destiny may see this video. And I just wanted to kind of break down what happened to me. Where am I? What happened? Am I good? Am I healthy? Not that some of you even care, but I know that there are people that are curious of where did MTashed go? Because I kind of did disappear. I really did disappear, but I wanted to let you know that things are good. Things are really good. And I just hope you guys are good. It's so crazy. I want to show you something that's really wild. We were making Destiny videos 9 years ago. 9 years ago. I had videos 9 years ago. That was my son, Benjamin. That was me when I was in my 20s. This is Ben now. This is a slightly older picture. This is Ben now. He's an old man. He's a big boy. He's a great hockey player. He's a great kid. He's so awesome. He grew up to be an awesome young man. And, it's hard. It's hard because I still remember my boy, my little boy. I was a young dad. And, there was times when I was scared because I didn't know, can I provide for this kid? And I'll tell you what, you guys who watched me, you guys that supported me, you guys changed my life and you changed this boy's life. All right? You changed this kid's life. We also, have another son now. And, he's going to have some opportunities to have a great life. But we've got a new little turkey that, he's awesome. He toodles around. He's a good little guy, little cheesy guy. And, it's funny looking back at this. There's Kathleen there. She was back in this video 9 years ago. Still my girl, still my wife. It's crazy. Things change so much. And I do feel so grateful for my time with Destiny 1, with Destiny 2. I met so many good friends that are still my friends because of Destiny. And, there's people that pop into the community from time to time, pop into my chat and they're like, yo, MTashed, you going to check out the new Destiny stuff? All the time. You're always checking in on me and it's cool. And I still do dabble. That's why I kind of made this channel, because when new Destiny content comes out, I get excited to check it out and play it, but I haven't really been covering it. As much. I at all, really. I haven't had time. And I kind of want to explain that. I want to explain that because I've always been pretty open. Moving out of my parents' house. There's videos in here that pop up. I went through this and I was just tearing up because I'm like, oh my God. How much life has changed since Destiny came out. Since Destiny launched, I had $300 in the bank. I had nothing. And I started making videos in university when I was just trying to figure out my life. And man, I feel so fucking lucky. I'm so blessed because you guys chose to watch. And, it grew and it grew, and we tried different games, and we played Division, and we changed our thumbnail styles. We grew as a player, we grew as a person, a creator, and all these things changed. And it was an amazing time in my life. We got an apartment, we built our first home, and I feel like in some ways I just kind of like disappeared. And some people are like, "What the hell? What happened to this guy?" And I wanted to kind of break it down for people that don't know or haven't seen it. I did do a whole video on my channel talking about some of the financial stuff, about like how much money did I make from Genshin and like why was it so life-changing. I did do a breakdown of that and kind of discussed it, but I just wanted to give it, a different point of view, or just like a kind of a one-on-one sort of thing here, and talk about it. I remember watching Githalion play Genshin Impact, and he was fighting an enemy, and he pulled out the one character and did all these fire attacks. I was like, "What is this game? Like, this looks pretty cool." And it was, I mean, right around the lockdowns and everything, it came out. And the thing is Genshin Impact was a pretty big game. Like, if we go worldwide and we look at the entire duration of Fortnite, it was never as big as Fortnite. Like, Fortnite was this insane thing, but Genshin did get above Destiny 2. It was bigger than Destiny 2 launch. But the difference between Destiny 2 launch and Genshin Impact launch was no one covered Genshin. It didn't exist. No one knew about it. No one created content about it. It dropped, and there was almost zero competition. And so when Destiny 2 launched, and I'm starting to make these videos about Destiny 2 stuff, right? And I'm trying to be a creator here about all this stuff. I did so good. But I was competing against Kakis, Dado, Aztecross, the Jez, Mr. Fruit. You know what I'm saying? Big creators that are still full-time, that are still kicking butt. Grenader Jake, Glad, all these. Well, Glad was a little bit later. Anyways, that's a whole lore thing. Anyways, still, I did so good when Destiny 2 launched. This was a life-changing moment for me. I had just moved out into an apartment. I had just graduated school. I started posting videos, and I was like, oh my god, my Devour video got 100,000 views overnight, essentially. It was life-changing for me. This year of Destiny launch, I had moved out. I was in a condo, or like an apartment, with my wife and my son. And by the end of that year, we essentially, got a down payment for our current home, the one I'm living in right now, because of this game, because of the Destiny 2 launch. It was insanity. And it really took my life and my channel to another level. And I think overall, we did so good on the game for so long, and we had a lot of fun on the game. And we dabbled on other games, but like, again, a new house sneak peek. Look at this. I've got a video here from 6 years ago, walking through what was going to be this house 6 years ago. Oh my god, the frame rate is so trash. But anyways, and little Benny is in here. Like, it's just so crazy how this all worked out. But the crazy thing is if we look at popularity of Genshin compared to Destiny, it was so much bigger. People can't fathom why I left. And let's just be frank about it. It was absolutely a business decision. It was 100% a business decision. Within 2 months, I was like, oh my god, I think I'm going to have troubles covering this game. But I've still been there. But I will be as blunt and transparent as you can be. I did it for money. I absolutely did it for money. Because it was so crazy. If you look at the game, and you look at this spike, it was approaching Fortnite levels. But the difference was I wasn't going to have to compete with Dr. Lupa or Dr. Disrespect or Ninja or anyone. There was no creators. No one touched the game. And I could see in the first 4 or 5 days, I was like, something's up here. Something is kind of crazy here. And if we look at the current time, like if we go to the past 5 years at the launch, see, if we're comparing the beginning to the beginning. If we compare Destiny 2 at the time to the Genshin launch, it was around, if you go like this and you click on that, it's approximately 10 times bigger with zero competition. And I saw that and I was like, there's just no way, right? Like, I started looking up YouTubers and Twitch streamers. The only people playing it were sponsored, or there was like I don't want to say tiny creators, but no one was making guides on it. There was no Cactus to compete with, or Dado, or Azercross. No one was making the best build guides. I was like, wait a second. And so I started making them. And they blew up. They popped 7.6 million views, 5.2, 4.7, bigger than anything I had ever seen or even touched in the Destiny world. If we start scrolling down now at my most popular videos, right? Tier lists and stuff. The only other video in the million view range is a Division video. This DPS video from back in the day. Genshin. The only Destiny video approaching a million views is when I farmed spare rations for 24 hours. That's the only video that's even close. And then this Destiny 2 guide that was before maybe Witch Queen or something. I can't remember when I made that guide. But like, it was so huge. And these are my best performing videos. If we keep scrolling down, it's just like all sorts of like, you know, random Destiny video here and there, but like Genshin, a Diablo video, Genshin. It's just like so many of them, other than my absolute bangers, top best Destiny videos. In the case of Malfeasance, I got it early at the at an event where I went to Bungie, and no one had the video out. So it performed exceptionally well, but this is an outlier. And so it was so big. It was so astronomically big. A few things happened. Number one, the videos that I posted, actually I have to switch to the main channel or else I won't be able to show you this. If I go to my most popular videos, like this video here, and I go to the analytics, I'm going to click this button, and so you can actually like understand this. I made this video in about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. 5.3 million views, 32,000 subscribers. That's like 10% growth from back in the day in one video, in 2 hours. And it took time to get there, but in the first, day or the first few days, I had made 10,000 subs. If you look at the money, in the first few days, I had made $10,000. And over the course of, the video existing, $31,000 on one Genshin video. And it was just banger after banger after banger. Every video was getting millions and millions of views. And if it wasn't getting millions, it was getting 600,000, 800,000. It was just this astronomical thing. And what I didn't anticipate, or I didn't know was really a thing, is in Destiny, my average viewership and where I was in my career, I didn't really do that many sponsorships. Maybe a Manscaped sponsorship here and there. Like I didn't know that was like a really big thing yet. And then I got a management team because I grew so much. I went from 300,000 followers to like 800,000 in like 4 months, 5 months. I got a management team and they started bringing me deals. They started bringing sponsorships and they're like, hey, this other game kind of like Genshin, they'll give you $17,000 to play their game for 2 hours. What? It didn't make sense. It didn't seem possible. But I had grown so much and I was getting so many views that these companies are like, we want your audience for our game. We want the competing audience. And it was just this snowball of playing the game and getting good views, and then all these sponsors coming in and trying to essentially steal the audience away from Genshin. And they were all competing for it. Naraka Blade Point, every mobile game you could ever think about, Clash Royale, any game you've ever played or heard about on your phone, Raid Shadow Legends, they sponsored me. There were some months where I would do 30 sponsorships in a month, like every single day. Every single video would be a sponsored stream or a sponsored Twitch or a video. And so, like, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to help you understand. That's why I disappeared. I was just like, I literally just hit the fucking jackpot. I have to do this. And so I did. And now Genshin is kind of slowing down. And, even Destiny right now is like kind of approaching the Genshin level, which is awesome. I mean, it's still surviving, it's doing good. Genshin's a big game, but Destiny is like actually kind of recovering a little bit because of the new content that's coming. And that's awesome. It's been stable, it's been good. And I could have stayed on this train. I could have done it. But there was also, in me, I did start getting a little bit bored of the game. Like definitely glitch. Ha! I did get bored of the game. I got bored of this game though. I get bored of every game. I found out a little bit later in life I do have ADHD. I probably should have known that sooner. But I have these big burnout phases and all these issues, and I started to question, how come a brand new raid comes out? It's the most fun thing I've ever done, and then after I beat it, I don't even want to play it ever again. It seemed weird to me. Once that dopamine was gone of the world first race, why don't I still want to play anymore? Why don't I want to chase the guns like other people do? Why do I have to take these big breaks? It didn't make sense to me. And after the big Genshin push, like after we had that big session where we were getting all these sponsorships and doing all this stuff, I essentially took 9 months off because I was so burnt out and I just was like mentally unwell. I did not do very good. I would sleep all day. I was in a depressed state. And so I wasn't making content even here. I'd post a video every like 2 weeks for almost 9 months. And so I was gone for a long period of like, honestly, insane. Not insane. I had my family. I was still like doing things and stuff, but I was in this place that I've never been before. And I'm so lucky that things popped off the way they did, because the average person doesn't get to just take 9 months off. And I still worked. I still had obligation. I still made money so that I could pay the, I couldn't just quit cold turkey and just let my channels die. But some people need help and they can't get help. And, it's a tragedy. And I feel very lucky that I was able to get the help that I needed to kind of just get back on track. I have medication now that I think really helps regulate me and all that. But, we had a baby as well. We had a baby. We got a little baby boy, little Lucas. I mean, he's almost 2 now. Time flies. And, you blink your eye and all of a sudden, you wake up one day and you're an anime content creator with 2 boys, a wife. And it's like, what happened? What led us here? You got to ride the trends, you got to do those things, but for a lot of people, they watched my content and they enjoyed my content, and when I post on the the main channel or like the new channel, I have to say I really do get blown away. Like if I just go to my channel here, if I go to my channel and I just click on this video, like this one here, there are so many comments that are so kind. And it reminds me of how much the Destiny community meant to me and how it did change my life. And I miss you guys too. I know not everyone watches me anymore. And I know that some people moved on from the game, and some people that did watch me will never see this. But you guys changed me and my life. I had $300 in the bank for my little boy. And I got a house because of you. I started my life because of you. And I was able to provide for them. I never forget that. I will never forget the moments that I had, the time that I had on Destiny. And I still, play the game, but it's just so crazy. Feels like in the blink of an eye, things change. Your kids grow up. You get different jobs. There's love. There's loss. And, I am not someone that will ever forget how I got to where I am. I'm so lucky. I'm so blessed. And I know I might only pop in here and there. I might make a video once every 6 months sometimes. But you are always in my heart. I appreciate you, and I hope you are doing well. And if you're not, please talk to someone. Because it doesn't matter how much money you have, how many people, say they love you. Sometimes you don't feel it inside. Sometimes you don't feel good, and I can understand that. And please get help if you can. Keep working towards your goals and never count yourself down and out. All right? It's the old Doc saying, I'm at the tippity top of the mountain, I'm only halfway up. Well, sometimes when you're at your lowest, that's where you see the most growth. That's where you see what you're capable of. And that's how you climb yourself back out of that hole. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. And at the end of the day, if destiny isn't your thing, if I'm not your guy anymore, I'm just so thankful that at one moment or another, even if I made you laugh once, I think this is a really amazing opportunity. And I think this is a great life. And I'm so happy that I got to share even just a part of mine with you. And I know this seems really sad. And I know, I don't know, even the way I said that sounds kind of like that. No, I'm just happy, man. I'm so happy. I feel very lucky. And I've been trying to reflect on me and on the past and what makes me happy. And I just wanted to share with you guys that I'm good. I'm really good. My family's healthy. We're all still really close and doing good. And maybe I should do an update video with the fam sometime. I really do think that it'd be cool to maybe, I don't know, do a stream with Benny, a little Destiny stream or something like that. I don't know, something at some point. Maybe at the new place, set up some cameras, do a cooking stream, do an AMA. I don't know, but I just want you to know that I think about you guys a lot, and just wanted to share. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. I love you so much. Take care of yourself. Go to the gym. Drink more water. It's your dad. Bye-bye. Oh, I didn't start. Oh, God. It's such a good...